Have you ever pondered how the intricate web of politics, diplomacy, and conflict in the Middle East shapes our world today? The year is 2023, and we find ourselves in a complex period of history where the balance of power is ever shifting. Let's rewind the clock to May of 2021. China, a rising global power, was seen strutting on the United Nations stage over Middle East affairs. The United States, traditionally a leading force in the region, was grappling with a sense of isolation. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi criticized the United States for obstructing a UN Security Council statement on hostilities between Israel and Palestinian militants in Gaza. This situation was damaging for the Biden administration's reputation at the UN. China, meanwhile, was fostering ties with Israel, the Palestinians, Iran, and Saudi Arabia, positioning itself as a player in the Middle East. Fast forward to the end of May 2021. Secretary of State Antony Blinken landed in Israel, extending a hand to bolster the fragile ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. He pledged $75 million in development aid for the Palestinians, $5.5 million in immediate disaster relief for Gaza, and $32 million to the UN Palestinian Aid Agency. However, Blinken emphasized that the aid should not benefit Hamas, a group the US and other nations consider a terrorist organization. This marked a significant shift from the previous administration's stance, reflecting President Biden's commitment to rebuilding relations with the Palestinians. Now, let's jump to July of 2022. President Joe Biden defended his decision to visit Saudi Arabia, a long-standing strategic partner, despite concerns over the country's human rights record. He promised to place human rights at the center of his agenda, signaling a departure from the norm of prioritizing economic and security interests. Biden's visit symbolized a budding relationship between Israel and the Arab world, and he was the first president to visit the Middle East since 9/11 without U.S. troops engaged in combat. So, what are the key takeaways from this journey? Firstly, the United States' leadership role in the Middle East is being contested by rising powers like China. Secondly, the Biden administration is actively trying to rebuild relationships and foster peace in the region, shown by Blinken's aid pledges and Biden's diplomatic visits. Lastly, human rights are becoming a central theme in the United States foreign policy, as evidenced by Biden's emphasis during his Saudi Arabia visit. As we navigate the turbulent waters of the Middle East's politics, it is crucial to remember that the actions taken today will shape the region's future. It is a high-stakes game, and the consequences are far-reaching. So, keep an eye on the horizon, as the story of the Middle East continues to unfold.